What's up guys, Lon here from Android Authority, and I'm just gonna get right into it. This is the Oppo Reno 10X Zoom Edition. There's also a standard edition that doesn't have the 10X zoom and is also a little bit lower spec. But the main highlight of the Oppo Reno is the cameras. Both the front and rear cameras both have something that make them pretty interesting. But we're gonna start with the rear cameras. So the primary sensor, the standard angle, is a 48 megapixel. It's the Sony IMX, and it also uses pixel binning for better low light, so your photos are 12 megapixels by default. The camera in the middle is an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens with a 120 degree field of view. And the last camera is a 13 megapixel periscope sensor. This is the same type of camera that we saw on the Huawei P30 Pro. It uses a prism to refract light into a sensor that is stacked sideways or perpendicular to the phone. And that's how you are able to achieve a 10x zoom. It will give you a 5x optical zoom, and then the 10x is a hybrid zoom. And in the short amount of time that I've tested this telephoto lens, the 5x, there is no loss in quality at all. And when you zoom into 10x, you will notice a slight degradation in quality, but it's still a pretty good looking result. It's definitely leaps and bounds better than a 10x digital zoom. One thing to note is that the telephoto lens has a very long minimum focusing distance, so this lens is really designed to be used on objects that are much further away and not things that are right in front of you. Now let's switch to the front-facing camera. And the thing that makes the front-facing camera interesting is that it pops up out of the phone, and Oppo is no stranger to doing pop-up selfie cameras at this point. They did it with the Find X and more recently the Oppo F11 Pro. But this one is really interesting and unique in the sense that it has a wedge shape or a shark fin, and I'm not entirely sure of the purpose behind this, but it does look unique and it definitely will turn a lot of heads. On top of housing the front-facing camera, you'll notice that the earpiece is also in here as well, but you don't actually have to have this open in order to use the earpiece. There's actually a slit in the outer bezel that still allows the sound from the earpiece to come through even when the shark fin is closed. On the back of the shark fin, it also houses a flash. So the rear flash, instead of being on the rear panel, it's on the actual pop-up itself. So not only will the shark fin come up whenever you're using the front-facing camera, but it'll also pop out whenever you turn on the flashlight. So what this pop-up allows Oppo to do is to have a display that doesn't have a notch or a hole punch, so you essentially just get all screen on the front with extremely thin bezels all around. It actually has a very impressive screen to body ratio, and it's a very large display, and it's also an OLED display that looks pretty fantastic. It's really bright, really colorful. It's a good looking display. But what about the rest of the phone? Well, the Oppo Reno is a high-end smartphone from Oppo, so it has the latest Snapdragon 855 processor, 6 to 8 gigabytes of RAM, and a ton of internal storage. It's also running ColorOS version 6 on top of Android 9 Pie. But one feature you won't find on the Oppo Reno is a headphone jack, at least not on the 10X version. If you want a headphone jack, you'll have to settle for the standard edition of the Oppo Reno instead. One thing that I do appreciate about the Oppo Reno though is its overall design. It's very typical Oppo design with the rounded corners and the tapered back glass, but the cameras on the back here are completely flush. There's no bulge whatsoever, and that's partly due to this phone being a little bit thicker than some other phones out there, but that extra thickness also gives you a much larger battery, so it's sort of a win-win situation either way. This phone also has an in-display fingerprint sensor. It's of the optical variety, but it's actually surprisingly quick and very reliable in the short amount of time that I've been using this phone. It's been very accurate, definitely a lot better than some of the other ones that I've used in the past. So this technology is definitely making a lot of progress. But that's really it for the Oppo Reno. This has been a quick hands-on. We're obviously gonna be reviewing this phone and doing a lot more coverage on it with the cameras and everything else that this phone has. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.